Hey guys, MD Prepper here. Another review. This time on the Svord, S-V-O-R-D, Peasant knife. These are neat little knives. Very unique. Something nobody else is going to have. This is a peasant knife. Peasant knife because it is designed on a 300 to 400 year old design found in, I believe it was Bavaria or Bohemia. Back in the day, this was a basic peasant field knife, very ancient, very old school. These things are currently made in New Zealand. Each one is handmade. They're made by B.W. Baker. Makes very nice knives. Every single one of these is handmade for, I don't know, 20 to 25 bucks a piece. It's hard to beat for a handmade knife. Very handy, very unique. Is it the best multi-purpose overall knife in the world? No, but it's very, very cool. Ultra high cool factor for this thing. Let's see. I've got here the natural wood finish and the your plastic nylon type reinforced black grip here. We're going to look at the wooden one here first. First of all, this thing is a folder, but it's not the classic folder like you've ever seen before. It has no locking mechanism other than your hand. It does lock open. Got your wooden grips here. I've heard some complaints that these things aren't as smooth as they need to be. Yeah, I agree. They could be a little finished better, but man, it's a pretty looking little handle there. I may refinish this like some other folks say. The blade here pivots. Just a single pivot here up front that you can control the tension here with a little screw. Just rotates right open. This thing closes and holds in place based on the tension of this back screw, which is also adjustable. That's it basically for the knife. There's a the pin here through the back keeps the blade from over penetrating. That's about it for this blade. Otherwise, it's very simple, very basic. The best way I found to open these is actually carrying it with the tip up. You keep the blade in place and use your fingers to rotate down the grip. Again, one more time. Here we go. Carrying it with the little tang part down, which just seems a bit unnatural, but works real well. There you go, right in your hand. Now, people say, well, I'm scared this thing's going to close on my hand, something like that. No, it's not. As long as you got your hand gripped, this bad boy's not going anywhere. If you let go of it, it's probably just going to fall loose. You're going to be fine. Would this be my favorite survival EDC type knife in the world? No, but man, it is neat. I like it. I've seen some folks who will take this thing, attach some paracord, something like that out this side, just to be doing so. Once you close it up, you still got your hole out the back side so it doesn't get in the way. Yeah, maybe you can put a little lanyard hole here wrapped around your hand. I don't really see a purpose. You're going to look at this blade and say, man, it looks dirty. It looks unfinished. No, 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 no. This is a mark of individuality. You see right there? You got your blackened marks here. You've got what appears to be some markings on that. Here's the flip side. All of this tells you this is a hand quenched blade. It was quenched in oil for tempering the blade and all of that. That's cool. This is a cool little knife. The wooden grip will cost you a little bit more. Again, being wooden, for ultra survivability and all of that ultra use, plastic's probably a little bit better. But the wood's classier. The wood cost me, I believe, 22 bucks for the blade. Comes as you see it here. Have not refinished anything like that. Here I am opening again. I love this little knife. Let me show you the black one. These things come in all sorts of different colors of the plastic grips. My personal favorite here, again, is the wooden. But this one's a bit cheaper. This one ran me about $16, $17 on Ben's Backwoods. Both of these were bought from Ben's Backwoods. You'll find them more expensive elsewhere. The plastic type grips here, exactly the same design, no difference. Maybe a little better purchase here on the black blade. Little tenser to open just because of the rigidity and the texture of all that friction of the plastic grips. Opens and closes just fine though. Again, you can adjust this. Again, let me show you the blade. Again, doesn't look pure and clean, but that's the mark of quality right there, boys and girls. This thing comes very, very sharp for both of them. Very functional. Now, with this type of design, I don't think I'd want to be using this for batoning or anything like that. You might be able to for small tasks, but for general field use and all that, it works just fine. Handles real well. Again, the plastic one also has the adjustable screws for tension and all of that, and tension and retention. And you may ask, how in the world are you going to carry this thing? I personally would not want to carry this in my pocket just with this little ease flipping open. I'd be afraid that I'd flip it open slightly and sit down and jab myself in the thigh, something like that. There's plenty of other ways to carry it. You can get yourself a belt sheath, something like that. I don't like that. This is more of what I would call a primitive style knife, so let's go for a primitive style system. Neck knife. This thing screams neck knife. This little leather pouch I got from, was it Black Bear Trading Company, something like that. One of the guys who sells some of your basic stuff. This thing works great as a pouch for this little knife. There's a little space in here. You can put some other stuff if you need to. Best way to carry this, again, this is towards the outside, is to carry it with the black tang down there, so that when you pull it out, you've got the blade pointed up, and all you have to do is open it up. That's my favorite way of carrying this. Sometimes I go out in the woods and want to go all primitive style, flint and steel, that sort of thing. Carbon steel blade here works real well in that sort of setting. Again, very basic, very old school, like I say. Designed from 300 to 400 years ago. Just a cool little knife. Are there more practical things out there in the world? Yeah. I like this one. This is just cool. All the other cool kids aren't going to have one of these. You will. Impress them with your old school skills. Another one, the black one, I have another little neck knife sheath, if you will. That's not really what it's designed for, but this one works just fine. Here we go again. I like the other wooden knife and its sheath better. This is my second string, if you will. Again, you pull it out, you flip it open. Very, very cool. These are my first Svord type knives. Very happy to have them. They make a survival type knife called the Kiwi. I have not ordered that yet because it was on back order last time I ordered from Ben's Backwoods. But I hope to pick one up. I think it's going to be a neat pickup. Again, the Svord, S-V-O-R-D, hope I'm pronouncing that right, peasant knife, handmade out of New Zealand. These things are cool. You got to get one. Thanks, guys. If you prepper out.